Welcome to World History TV. We're set to embark on an incredible journey through time. From ancient civilizations to modern-day events, we explore stories that have shaped our world. Our rich tapestry of human experience offers countless lessons and fascinating insights. Whether you're a history buff or simply curious about the past, you've come to the right place. Grab your passport to the past. We're delving into defining moments of our history. Together, we'll uncover the events and personalities that made today possible. Join us as we discover the moments that define us on World History TV. Formation of the Swedish Kingdom and the Kalmar Union. The establishment of the Swedish Kingdom and its role in the Kalmar Union were pivotal developments that solidified Sweden's identity as a centralized medieval state. Sweden's transition from disparate tribes and regions to a unified kingdom began in the 12th century, with growing monarchical power and the influence of Christianity. The Kalmar Union, a political alliance between the Nordic kingdoms of Sweden, Denmark, and Norway in the late 14th century, was Sweden's attempt to secure influence in Northern Europe. Here's an overview of these key developments. Formation of the Swedish Kingdom. Consolidation of power by Swedish monarchs. During the 12th and 13th centuries, Swedish monarchs worked to consolidate power over the fragmented provinces and competing clans that populated Sweden. The monarchy established centralized control through both military force and political alliances, fostering a cohesive kingdom under the crown's authority. Christianity as a unifying factor. The spread of Christianity played a central role in unifying Sweden, as the church worked alongside the monarchy to promote governance and a shared identity under Christian law. Churches and dioceses were established across Sweden, promoting both religious cohesion and political stability. Rise of the nobility and the first Riksdag. The 13th century saw the development of a Swedish nobility, as the monarchy granted lands and titles to influential families to secure their loyalty. By 1435, the Riksdag, Swedish parliament, was established, giving the nobility, clergy, and other key social groups a voice in governance. This early parliamentary structure would become a hallmark of Swedish governance in later centuries. Expansion into Finland. Swedish monarchs extended their influence eastward into Finland during the 12th and 13th centuries. This expansion was fueled by both religious missions and military campaigns, adding to Sweden's territorial holdings and influence over the Baltic Sea. The Kalmar Union and Swedish resistance. Formation of the Kalmar Union, 1397. In 1397, Queen Margaret I of Denmark successfully united the crowns of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden under the Kalmar Union. The union aimed to consolidate power in Northern Europe, reduce internal conflicts, and counter the rising influence of the German Hanseatic League. Margaret's rule over all three kingdoms was intended to create stability and prevent outside influence. Unequal distribution of power. Although the Kalmar Union promised equal partnership, Denmark held the majority of political power. Danish kings often governed Sweden's interests as subordinate to Denmark's, leading to dissatisfaction among Swedish nobles who felt excluded from major decisions. Conflict and rebellion against Danish control. Swedish discontent led to frequent conflicts and uprisings, as nobles sought to regain autonomy from Danish rule. Figures like Engelbrektsson became symbols of resistance against Danish authority, rallying the Swedish nobility to fight for Sweden's independence. Sten Sture the Elder and the nationalist movement. The regent Sten Sture the Elder emerged as a prominent nationalist leader in the late 15th century, working to strengthen Swedish sovereignty within the Union. His administration prioritized Swedish interests, and he is often remembered as a key figure in Sweden's struggle for autonomy during the Kalmar Union period. The Stockholm Bloodbath, 1520, and break from the Union. The brutal Stockholm Bloodbath, in which Danish King Christian II ordered the execution of Swedish nobles who resisted his rule, intensified Swedish resentment. This massacre fueled the independence movement and directly led to the Swedish War of Liberation led by Gustav Vasa. Legacy of the Kalmar Union and Sweden's path to independence. Gustav Vasa and Swedish independence, 1523. In 1523, Gustav Vasa emerged victorious in the war against Danish forces and was crowned King of Sweden, officially ending the Kalmar Union. Gustav Vasa is often considered the founder of modern Sweden, as his reign marked the start of a unified, independent Swedish state. Foundation for a centralized monarchy. The collapse of the Kalmar Union and the rise of Gustav Vasa transformed the Swedish monarchy into a centralized power. Vasa's reforms, including the establishment of a state-controlled Lutheran church, reinforced Sweden's independence and laid the groundwork for a stronger Swedish kingdom. Enduring Nordic rivalries. Although the Kalmar Union aimed to unify the Nordic kingdoms, it left a legacy of rivalry and competition between Sweden and Denmark. This rivalry would shape much of Northern European history over the following centuries, influencing alliances, conflicts, and territorial disputes. The formation of the Swedish kingdom and the experience under the Kalmar Union were instrumental in shaping Sweden's national identity and independence. These events set the stage for Sweden's rise as a significant political power in Europe, marking the start of a new chapter in Swedish history with a strong monarchy and a distinct national character.